Hello?
Wake up, America.
Oh, here we're going. She thinks everybody sleeps all the time, apparently. So, how are you guys doing out there this evening? It is 8:30, and this is our second attempt at podcast, YouTube video, whatever it's called. I don't even know.
It's a
But,
podcast. It's a podcast.
well, what's the difference?
And this is two grandmas living on a prayer.
More than you'll ever know. But tell me the difference between a podcast and a YouTube video.
A podcast is a cast on a pod, and a YouTube video is on YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're not on a pod.
So we're a YouTube podcast.
Okay. Anyway, it's Becky and Missy with you. Yes, two grandmas living on a prayer for a lot different reasons, I think, sometimes than what you guys think. We're glad you're watching us again. I think we've got 17 subscribers.
A whole 17?
Hey,
I know
dude.
there's more out there than that. I know they're just hiding or something. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
they probably don't want to admit they're listening to us. And we're
Yeah.
still figuring out the audio and video. So if we look like we're two old women, your video's messed up.
One is old, one is not. Okay, so, but we want to apologize because it has been so long since we've done a podcast. But our lives have been a little bit crazy here lately.
A little bit. Yeah, we've got a lot going on. We are trying to, I don't know if I mentioned this on the first video or not, but we have our grandbaby that we're raising. She starts daycare on Monday.
Yep.
And that's, if you guys are out there and you know how much daycare costs, that's about another $800.
$800 a month.
Is that American dollars?
I mean, $800.
She's
a month.
only about yay big. She doesn't need that much.
I know. That's more than our house payment.
There's that. At least we have a good house payment.
Yeah.
But
We're not
but yeah.
depressed or anything, but
yeah, we're not bitter. But anyway, so we're doing this to try to get more subscribers out there, and the more subscribers we get, I think at some point maybe something will happen.
maybe 50 cents, $1, anything.
Whatever works. Got $1. Which reminds me, I'm reaching out there to Damon Darling. Hope everything's going well. We got to meet him a couple weeks ago or whatever. And I have ordered me some Meemaw Fuel coffee.
Now, he's a nice guy, but he's a buck nut. And, I thought he looked a little bit smarter than what he is, but he's a great guy. He just has horrible taste in football.
So any of you guys out there that are not familiar with what a buck nut is in Missy's definition, it's somebody that likes the Ohio State Buckeyes. She is a Michigan Wolverines fan. So we did have that conversation with him. When he signed a T-shirt for me, he put "Go Bucks" to count because Missy was wearing a Michigan T-shirt, and I would have preferred him put "Go Gators," But that's okay. Hey, beggars can't be choosers. But anyway, so I ordered me some Meemaw Fuel coffee and a coffee mug, and hopefully it'll be here for our next podcast. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but around this time of year, I get the coffee's pretty good. So I'm going to try that, and we're going to set it up here, and I'm going to wear my shirt, and we're going to try to reach out to him. He has his own podcast, I've noticed. He's got a lot going on, very busy young man, but we're going to try to say, if we can sell some Meemaw Fuel coffee from here, like, you got put a little code there, or however that works, we're going to try to reach out to him and make some money. Anyway, moving on.
And I will wear my Michigan shirt.
She probably will.
So to more important topics.
Let's get some announcements out of the way. You go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
Topics.
Important topics, announcements. So Missy and a dear friend of ours, Melissa Thompson, our pastor's wife, the last couple of years, they've started this program called the Giving Tree event. Missy started that back when she was with another organization here with Champaign County. And basically what it does is we have families that are in need at Christmas time that don't have the money to give gifts for their kids. So we know that there's other organizations out in Champaign County that does that, but there's a certain amount, and I think there's an income level. I think there's a lot of stuff, but I'll let Missy explain it. But this does not have any of that. This is just people that cannot provide for their kids, their grandkids, if they have custody of them, and those kind of things. We are very blessed. We'll sit here and poor mouth because of the fact that we need to make a little extra money, but we'll make it. God will provide. But we are very blessed. We have a roof over our head, shoes on our feet. We don't have food insecurities. So we are very blessed. The Lord takes care of us. But anyway, I'm going to let Missy explain the giving tree more in depth. To tying that in, there's also a coat drive. I know this is very near and dear to your heart. It would be to mine too, because I get cold in Ohio. So I'm going to let her tell you about those two announcements, and then we'll get into the topic of the evening.
So for the Champaign County families needing assistance for
In
Christmas,
Ohio.
we do the Giving Tree event. And Champaign County, Ohio. We do the Giving Tree event for families in need for Christmas. We just take some basic information. There's no income requirements or anything like most require. And then we find the sponsorships for the gifts for the families. And then we have a big event scheduled where they come get the gifts. We have cookies, punch, that sort of thing. I also do a coat drive for the families for the kids in Champaign County, Ohio. Again, that kind of goes hand in hand with the Giving Tree event, but anyone can make referrals for those coat drives. Again, we find people in the community that want to help out with that event, and then I take all the information that's needed.
And the coat drive is not just for the kids.
Correct.
It can be for adults, and it also includes hat and gloves, right?
Yes.
Scarves, whatever is going to help the folks that have to get out and about in Ohio's winters just stay a little bit warmer this time of year. And if you have any questions about either of those events, please feel free to reach out to us here on this podcast YouTube video.
Podcast.
Or you can always go to our Facebook pages, which again, I am technologically challenged. So
she's challenged, but in a lot more ways than that.
The camera's on. I can't. Too many witnesses. Anyway, you can go to my Facebook page, Becky Thrush. You can also go to Missy's page, Facebook page, Missy Usher, Ussher. Or then you can also look us up on the group that we started, Two Grandmas Living on a Prayer. Any of that. If you're in Champaign County, most people know Missy because she's caused an awful lot of problems here in this community. So it won't be hard to find somebody. So if you're interested in helping out, even if you're not, if this reaches outside of the property lines or whatever of Ohio or Champaign County, and you want to help out, you can submit. I think Missy had a couple of friends that are not from around here, and they submitted some money. She did not take it to the bar. We were very proud of her this time. Keep up the good work.
Those AA meetings sure help out.
They do. But anyway, she did order some coats or buy some coats or whatever. So yeah, we any way you can help. If you cannot help financially, we certainly understand, which was one of the reasons for our that goes into our topic. But if you can't help for any reason, just pray for the event. Pray, that the Lord will send those that have the means to help out, that they will. So, that's what we've got to say. We want to keep this lighthearted, but there's a lot of serious things going on in the world today. One of them being this government shutdown. It's lasted, I think they said it was the second longest, and I meant to look up before we got on here what the longest government shutdown was. I'll have to try to peek at that here in just a minute. But not only our entire country's being affected because, the airline, the traffic controllers.
Yep. Friends of ours that are in the military or working on the base, a lot of them are not
Civil
working.
Service, yeah.
As social worker, a lot of my clients and patients are being affected. They may not have their SNAP card benefits beginning November 1st. I don't know if this is going to affect the Medicaid or anything like that. Food. Everybody's talking about food pantries. They're going to be overwhelmed, and a lot of times they have overabundance amount of food. But, even families, it doesn't even matter if they're not working, but families that work, two incomes even, barely making it because the cost of living is so high right now, and the cost of food. Don't even get me started with the grocery shopping.
Right. So I just looked this up because Google does not lie. It says, how long was the longest shutdown? The 35-day shutdown surpassed 95 to 96. So I need to double check this, and we've been, it looks like, for 28 days, October 1st to the present. So, yeah,
So it doesn't even matter if you're a Republican, Democrat, or who you are. It's
independent,
going to affect you in some way or another.
or your friends or your family.
Friends, family, anything like that. So let's just pray that they can come to an agreement and get things moving again.
They need me to go talk to them.
Because I think I also put on there where they're trying to get a bill to where Congress doesn't get paid if they're on a government shutdown too, and I totally am for that.
I think that should be automatic. I mean, why should they?
Why should we suffer if
Right? Why? How come they go on living their lives with, all kinds of benefits, and it's just crazy. I mean, I don't know. We could go on about how politics, the political and our government. Again, whether you're left leaning or if you're right leaning. I got a friend of mine, Mary. Shout out to Mary. She's more liberal. Believe it or not, we're pretty conservative. I know it doesn't make any sense, but we are God, God first. And before anybody puts anything out there about our situation, I do want to put a little personal caveat. We understand. We go to church. We read the Bible. What I've got going on in my sin in my life is between me and God, and what Missy has going on in her life and her many, 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 many sins. That's all between her and God. And
I'm still the bomb diggity though. That's all that matters.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, but anyway, I just want to put that out there. We're not hypocrites. We're like everybody else. We're all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. But whether you're left leaning or right leaning, it does not matter. Like I was saying, a friend of mine, Mary, she's very liberal, and we're pretty conservative. And we need to get together and make that podcast, Mary. Come on. But anyway, seeing things from a different point of view, it really doesn't matter if the people that we elect can't do the same thing. If it's all about power. And that's where the problem is. It's one thing for us to sit here and debate, a fact and be respectful of each other and try to come to an agreement, but we don't because, okay, we'll meet again. We'll think about what the other person has said. But this is just strictly over power, who's going to hold out the most. And it does in this time of year. Yeah. Somebody posted something, I'm sure it was on Facebook, and they said, the Democrats are doing this. Again, not saying who's at fault. We don't want to get into all that because it's both their fault at some point. But they said, it's just really bad. But this time of year, we're entering in that time of giving and having families over and the cost, like Missy said, of food. I don't go. I will go to help her bring stuff in, but I will almost faint. Even before groceries went up to the way they are now, I would almost have a heart attack.
With two adults and a toddler, when you spend $300 for groceries, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's only for what, a week or two?
And then you try to eat healthy, and you can add another 100 or two onto that.
Right. So it's just, again, we're not poor mouth, and we're blessed. But
we struggle.
But we do struggle, and
it never fails. It never fails. We think we're going to get ahead, and something happens. It doesn't matter.
And I think that's everybody out there.
A window could fall out. The dogs get sick. The car breaks down. It
Are
doesn't
you
matter
trying
who it is.
to jinx us?
It doesn't even matter what it is.
Would you stop talking? Just stop. Don't speak that stuff into
How many
existence.
of you, let's take a poll.
Oh, geez.
How many of you feel the same way? How many?
I bet you
feel
99% believe that. I mean,
have,
we're not in
we
a
had
minority.
hundred thousands of people on here.
Absolutely.
Thousands of fans.
Yeah.
So how many of you feel the same way? Like
Speaking
you
of
think you're getting ahead and all of a sudden, bam, the roof caves in or your window falls out or.
Would you stop saying that? Sometimes I think we speak that stuff into existence, and she's trying to do that. Anyway, but yeah, we this time of year, people. So Missy will have, let's see, 1, 2, 700.
She can't count past 3, so that's why you see her counting fingers.
Oh, I got it. Lord help me, be strong, and professional. No, I think she's got about 687 family members, and they'll all be over here for Thanksgiving, which we love. And shout out to my sister Bridget, my other sister Judy. By the way, you've not called or texted back, so you're on the list.
That'll be the next episode.
Yeah.
Of the family of the lost.
Oh, Lord. And then Charlie, I owe you a phone call. That's on me. Sorry. But anyway, so 2 sisters, a brother and a brother-in-law on my side of the family may be coming. It's going to be great. So, no, it will be great. But that's a lot of food. It's a lot of, you make what, 37 pounds of mashed potatoes? How much is a bag of, what is it, 5 or 10 pounds? Excuse me, that you buy?
Or $5.
But the 5 pound or the 10 pound?
Oh, I get 20 pounds of potatoes for Thanksgiving normally.
Okay, so it comes in a 20-pound bag?
2 10-pounds.
Okay. Work with me
I
here,
might
miss.
get a 50-pound bag this year.
How much is a 10-pound bag of taters?
How much is that potato in your head? Oof. You're looking kind of rough tonight there, Beck.
So for
talking about government shutdowns, is that what it does to you?
No, talking to you about anything, this is what it does to me. We did not plan this. She's driving me nuts. Not a far drive, granted.
Every day.
Can we get back to the point?
Get back to the point.
How much?
Our viewers want to know the point.
If I was y'all, I'd just hit the off button now. It's not going to get any better. Anyway, as you guys probably know, and I can have a conversation with you, like we said, there's a lot. The food costs have gone up. Maybe more people. Maybe we can help somehow. Maybe like your neighbors can get together and you guys split the cost if you can of making stuff. You could run across next door and say, "Here's the taters," and you can text them and call them and say, "Hey, can you pass the butter beans?" I don't know. And then that person runs over. Do you think that would work? Because they may not have a big enough house.
And think about the seniors in your community. A lot of them are lonely or their families, live far away or whatever. So just remember them during the holidays as well.
Absolutely. But we've not to that podcast, YouTube thing. We're on the government shutdown. Stay on top of it.
But the government shutdown affects their benefits too, I think.
Well, it does. It does. Because I don't know if they're going to, but I think they're
I don't know if they'll do the Meals on Wheels. Is that a federal funded program?
Well, I don't know. You're the social worker. Why are you asking me? I'm a PTA. I can tell you where your femur is. I can tell you where your coccyx is, too. Anyway, ignore us. The point is, it's stupid. These guys, look, if you're a politician out there and you're in the Senate or you're in the House, get off your butt and make this work. You're not there to get power. That's what you think. Maybe you've been there for 107 years. It's time to let it go, honey. We got some places for you. I got a couple of good skilled nursing facilities. You can come visit. You can be in charge there if you want to. We have a lot of people that think they are. Which, by the way, did you hear Bella tell me I was not the boss today?
Yes.
Okay. But anyway.
She's almost 3.
Do that.
Thursday.
And you guys, you come over here. Let some new blood get in there. And let's end the shutdown. Let's get people back to work. Let's get the money going. We're willing to do our part as Americans. You are supposed to represent us, so do that. Whether you're a Democrat or whether you're a Republican or whether you're independent or whether you're
a dog. The biggest thing is let's stop their money Let's
Yes.
stop their money, their funding, and see how long these government shutdowns last.
Scout, she didn't call you. It's okay. But yeah, cut them off right now. That's what I
What's
vote for.
everyone else's thoughts on this?
Yeah, let us know because went down clearly. So let me prayerfully, if you're out there, if you're, if you're in Congress, please talk to one another. Let's get this done. People are hurting, people are suffering, and we're doing our part. You need to do your part. So we as Americans need to come together, I feel, and pray for them to come together and get the stuff done, so we can get back on with our lives. Um, so, having said that, what else you got on your mind?
I got a lot on my mind.
Okay, stop. Don't start. Let me tell you what happened today. True story. So, getting ready to take the little one to school this morning. And now I have totally forgot what that story was.
You're just making it up.
Yeah, I was just making it up. Never mind. We'll get back to that.
Our baby only has one more day of the preschool.
Yep. She will turn 3 years old on Thursday. Yep. And you remember when it was in one of our videos or it was on here and Missy was talking about, and then a lot of people responded and agreed with her that the 3s were worse
than the 2s. Mm-hmm.
We've not even made it there yet.
Yeah. She thinks she's 30.
There's that. She started the I hate you. We don't know where that's come from. We're trying to manage that. What else has she done that's kooky?
Just one more minute. One more.
Yeah, 2 more minutes, BB. Just 2 more minutes, BB. Today, we had the oldest daughter over here, along with our grandson. Ashley was nice enough to take them both trick-or-treating to a local place here. So Elliot got upset about something. I don't know what it was. And I was trying to get Bella to back away because Ashley was trying to discipline Elliot. And I had said something to Elliot, and apparently that was not the right thing to do to Bella's bubby. That's what we call Elliot's bubby. And she turned around and she looked at me and she said something, my bubby, BB. And she turned back around. She was trying to get Bubby come up because he was on the floor a little bit not happy. And then I just was there stunned. I was like, and she said, "You dumping something, my bubby. Don't do it again, BB." And literally, I'm bent down, and I'm still bent down, and I'm like, "What? I don't even know what just happened." I said,
When
"Excuse
did you
me."
Lose control.
Oh, that was day one. But I got down a little bit lower on her level. I said, "Excuse me, I don't really appreciate your tone." And she said, BB, that's my bubby. You don't do that to my bubby." I just walked away. First of all, I didn't do anything to Bubby. I may have yelled at him and told him no or something. He'll be 3 in March.
Mm-hmm.
But
they fight like brother and sister.
Yeah. But yeah, I totally lost that. As soon as she reprimanded me, I assume, I was done. So anyway, I don't know. What else you got to talk about?
I think that's it for tonight.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys for listening to us ramble on about 37. I've looked at some stuff on how to do a podcast, and they say do a script. I can see why now, because we get squirreled out every which way. But
I don't get squirreled out.
Really?
We have Miss Beck here who goes round and round and round as she's telling stories. And during that round and round trip, she may talk about 4 different topics. So I have to reel her in to come on. It's only a 20-minute YouTube podcast.
When you see this, it's going to be different. I was the one trying to keep things on time. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Thanks for your time. We really appreciate it. If you like, subscribe.
I'm not done. She thinks I'm done. If you do not like things with your government or your state reps or anything like that, you can reach out to your state rep, or I think they even have county reps, and put in your complaints. Yeah, I talked to a couple of them.
Okay.
But reach out to them, whether they listen or not, I don't know. But that's what we can do as Americans is reach out. And then when it comes to voting, let's vote these people out.
Yeah, I agree.
Now you can do your closing.
Thank you. You know,
Come on, Wilma.
I look, look, Fred. I have no words, guys. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for being patient, as I was saying. If you are so kind to please like, share, comment, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. We're trying to build this up a little bit. God knows why, because I think it sucks. But anyway, we're going to try. If you got a laugh out of it, just please do that for us. And above everything, let's just pray for each other. And we hope to see you better sooner than a week or so. We're going to try to do this a little bit more often, but there's life. So you guys take care. God bless. And hopefully the next time we talk, the government will be open, and it'll be all because we had this podcast, YouTube, thingamabobber, watchamajigger, and there you go.
Good evening, America.
God bless her.